Has Naughty Dog caught the Valve virus? Hi, everybody. We are Inside Gaming. This is Inside Gaming Roundup Live. Naughty Dog just announced a PS5 remaster of The Last of Us 2. Yay! Not Part 3, just Last of Us 2. That's right. The ancient game, The Last of Us Part 2, is finally getting the remaster that we've always wanted. That's right. It's been a rough 4 years looking at the absolute trash, garbage graphics of that horrible PS4 game. It's just decrepit.
Yeah, just a generation ago. A single generation. We're making a remaster. Finally.
We're going from HD to HD better.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I thought you said The Last of Us, and I went, didn't that already come out?
No, that's already got a remaster.
And
The
then
Last of Us Part 2.
Part 2? I go, why is it getting a remaster?
It's hitting on January 19th, 2024. You can save your Christmas money and pick it up. And fans everywhere rejoice that they don't have to look at the absolute garbage graphics.
What? Who
that they
is
get
rejoicing?
From the PS4. It's got 2 graphics modes. It's got
you just keep going.
fidelity mode, which is 4K.
Ooh, 4K.
You get 2 more Ks in that. And then performance mode, which runs at 1440p, but then it's upscaled to 4K. So it's sneaky.
It's sneaky. It's not real. It's not
4K.
true 4K.
It also includes an unlocked frame rate for TVs that support that kind of stuff, as well as additional accessibility options, which that's always good. We like accessibility. And hey, there's a new game mode called No Return, which is a roguelite survival mode. So, because every game has to have roguelite stuff now as well. And also there's new costumes and stuff as,
I have a question.
What's up?
Could they be using their resources on anything else?
We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me get there, Blizz.
Okay, cool.
The one good part about this is that it's only a $10 upgrade if you already own the game. I'm assuming that's if you own the digital copy of the game, because if you have the disc, screw you, buy a new disc. That's what they say about all the things. Well, so what the hell is going on? There's been a massive gap between, or there was a massive gap between Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2. But now we have a reverse Rockstar happening where it seems like you can't get away from The Last of Us. From remasters of both parts to Halloween Horror Nights houses to HBO shows, which the second season's in the work right now. And we're just getting slammed with The Last of Us. And that brings us to remaster fatigue. That's a thing that we have to worry about. What is it with nostalgia that we can't get enough of, Blizz?
I don't know the answer. I didn't study for this one.
It's because we constantly are living in the past and we're too afraid to accept our future.
That's right. Disney's been doing this for years.
A+ student. Okay.
Yeah. See, BK's on top. BK did her homework. Disney's been doing this for years with their updated versions, their Lion King CGIs as opposed to hand-drawn animated, their live action stuff. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Can we live in the past forever? Are we destined to make 5 things and just remake those 5 things over and over and over again?
Be feeling that way. I mean, with the way people talking about the moon is signaling the next GTA, I just want something that isn't GTA.
Yeah.
Perhaps I don't want a remastered Saints Row or rebooted. Perhaps I want an original IP. For the love of God, there are so many other zombie stories we could be telling. But we're doing the same thing over and over again.
Making it shinier and more gorier and
also,
bloodier.
Again, what's the statute of limitations on a remaster? Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Did you say statute of limitations?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I will say, though, nostalgia does bring in money.
Yeah,
I mean, even in media, Barbie, that's nostalgia.
Yeah,
Barbie brought in a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, I get wanting to hop on the train and, make a quick buck.
I get it. I mean, I understand it. It's obviously working. We've seen games already popping up, like Dead Space remake came out this year, which was fantastic. And then the Final Fantasy VII remakes have been popping up, and they've been okay. People, they're
Resident Evil's been doing it as well.
Resident Evil's done it. So, we're seeing it, and when it's handled properly, I think it's okay.
Well, Jack, what do you think? Do you think there's a point to this?
Are you saying that because I'm old and I see older stuff?
That's crazy.
Wow,
I didn't think I was going to get canceled this episode.
Brutal. No, I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, as long as it isn't preventing new stuff from coming out. And on that note, some people are upset with Naughty Dog because Naughty Dog hasn't released anything in 4 years. But the reason people are saying that is because Naughty Dog is working on a multiplayer game called The Last of Us Factions, which was going to be the expansion that, the very first Last of Us came out, had a multiplayer mode in it. Didn't come out in Last of Us Part 2. They said, we're working on a multiplayer mode thing. It'll come at a later time. That was going to be The Last of Us Factions. It was a live service multiplayer game that they've been working on for a while, but apparently they just hadn't cracked it. Even They brought in people from Bungie to take a look at it to hopefully give them some support and help on what was going on there. And Bungie was like, "Ooh, you guys have some issues." A bunch of developers have left. And now, according to GameRant.com, a reliable leaker who goes by Viewer Anon has come out and straight up said that the Last of Us faction is dead. That's right, it's toast. At some point, you have to pull up stakes. And it seems like Naughty Dog has done just that. So do you think the team from Factions maybe is going to move on to work on The Last of Us Part 3, which is rumored to be floating out there? Or do you think, maybe they don't have the skills to work on a solo game? Like, what do you think is going to happen to Naughty Dog now that it's been so long? I mean, obviously we got a remaster coming, but what's next? Supposedly they're working on a sci-fi game as well, like a brand new IP, but that'll make you happy. I don't know if there's gonna be zombies in it, though.
I just think that's got to be the wave. Like I feel like all these like developers and publishers are really trying to like get into the multiplayer like world, because that's like reoccurring money. So I get the like objective, but I'm really at the point where studios, if you do something well, you should do it and keep doing it well. Like stop, branch out within your lane. I feel like that might be a little controversial. I'm just saying, when I hear Naughty Dog, the only other thing I'm thinking of is like classic PlayStation 2 games. Like I'm thinking about like Crash Bandicoots. Like I'm thinking seriously. So like unless they're gonna
Uncharted or The Last of Us.
No. I don't like the.
You don't like Nathan Drake?
No, I'm a Lara Croft fan. Anyway, my point being though, they've done narrative stuff, narrative-driven ones, but like any other IP other than those ones that are actually kind of been coming out, I want retro. Like I'm not thinking, the next first-person shooter is going to be by Naughty Dog. Absolutely not.
Okay.
That's not me.
I agree with BK on that one. Like, everything that BK said, I know it's a little controversial, but I don't really care for.
You see how you did your homework and he's just copying off?
Yeah, he's just copying off me.
That's pretty great.
You're a cheater, Bliss. I bet you. I bet you play Animal Crossing, Bliss.
Yeah.
I bet you're a filthy cheater. I bet you
time jumps.
You time skip, don't you? You time skip. You're a dirty little time skip. That's what you are, aren't you?
Because I didn't want people on my island.
Like, I don't want people on my island.
I want to kick them out.
Yeah, well, apparently time skipping isn't exclusive to Animal Crossing. I don't know if you knew this. But recently, gamers have been time skipping in order to get around paying for skins and monetization, specifically in the latest Mortal Kombat one. And I figured we had to talk about it. So check it. There are seasons, obviously, if you play any of these like multiplayer games, there's a lot of battle passes that kind of rotate in seasons to give you different things you can unlock. For Mortal Kombat, they have a skin pack that is free. If you play during that time, you'll get all these skins for all these characters, super free. When the season ends, they are not supposed to be available. You're supposed to wait, and it's supposed to be like, if the next season comes back up, you'll get a chance to get them for free again. That's what NetherRealm promised, but instead they went back on their promise and then started charging for those skins. So they were free for a time and then said, by the way, you can spend real people money after the season's done and buy them, though.
Wow.
Lame. I've played a lot of games myself. I'm unfortunately a fan of Overwatch, and I feel like when it comes to monetization in multiplayer games, we have suffered a lot. And back in the day, Overwatch 1 was cool though, because it wasn't like I had to buy currency to get the skins. It was all in-game currency. I played, I was given that currency. There was no other way to get that currency other than like random loot boxing, which is hit or miss. I don't really count that, and I wasn't ever doing it. But I was able to unlock almost everything in the game for free, or for the money that I paid.
Yeah.
Nowadays, most battle passes aren't doing that. You're paying a battle pass for a chance to maybe unlock something, or you're going to dish out $60, like for example the K-pop skins that are out on Overwatch now, just to buy them outright. Now, once the developers kind of stop being honest with how they're going to do things, you can see the community get upset, and that's exactly what the Mortal Kombat community did. They've been really upset with NetherRealm and their aggressive monetization to get these skins going and figuring out how to do things like that. And honestly, I'm kind of with them. Like, just pick your route. Don't change things. Don't switch things up. Like, if you're going to say they're going to be free and then all of a sudden, by the way, but you can also still pay for them, I don't see the value, especially when you can just turn your PlayStation back to November 11th and get all the skins for free.
Nice. No, I mean, I understand. Like, I'm all about. I love the idea of like a free battle pass type thing. I get that. I respect that. Where it's like, hey, you can unlock everything, or if you want to pay for it, you can just pay for it and just get them all right now. Because someone like me, I'm not going to spend my time grinding out 30 hours in a game.
Do you even have 30 hours?
Yeah, but it's like, if it's $5, like, yeah, I'll give you $5 for that amount of time, because like I don't have the time to do it, but I would like to maybe access it. But if you have the time to grind out for 30 hours, you should be able to get that stuff for free. So It's I understand that, but when they do lock stuff behind paywalls, like that's lame. It's like you have to spend money in order to get it. I'm not cool with that.
Especially when it was free content. Like if it wasn't free to begin with, okay, I missed the season. Oh, maybe it's a little bit more expensive outside. It was like, hey, we wanted you to play this time to get these skins. I'm like, I don't know. There's not much else I want from Mortal Kombat other than more characters and me to look hot. You feel me, Liz?
Everything that Jack said, I completely agree as well.
Of course.
There you go. You happy, Jack?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Well, unlike Animal Crossing, if you go forward in time, it does not unlock future things. So you cannot change your PlayStation to the future and unlock Omni-Man or Homelander. You'll have to kind of wait for that to happen. But I'm sure this kind of loophole is what I'm going to call it is going to be fixed soon. There's got to be a hot fix coming in. So, maybe you didn't hear it first.
Wait, no, technically we just snitched.
Go get your skins yesterday.
Quick, do it
Go
now.
get quick. Do not buy this. All season items can be purchased by changing the date on your PS5 to any date before November 6th.
We didn't say this.
Ice
Cream FGC said you have 24 hours or we come take your PS5.
Yeah. This episode of Inside Gaming Roundup Live is brought to you by Shopify. It's the holiday season, and if you're running your own business, things are probably very busy for you right now. Well, don't get overwhelmed because Shopify is here to make things a bit easier. I love Shopify. My wife has been using Shopify for well over a year now, and she loves it. It's been so easy and has everything contained in one website. You can watch your orders pop in from all over the planet and see where they're coming from. It's really great, and the Shopify really makes everything so much easier. And hey, while you're at it, check out Katie's Candles if you get a chance. It's a Shopify-run company. Well, she runs it, but they help provide the help for it. And it's good. It makes her company better. Katie's Candles. Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Whether you're a garage entrepreneur or IPO ready, Shopify is the only tool you need to start, run, and grow your business without the struggle. It puts you in control of every sales channel. So whether you're selling in person or online, Shopify has you covered. In fact, Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, which is huge. There's a lot of e-commerce in the US. 10% is a very large number. And Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. So now, sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/insidegaming, all lowercase. Again, go to shopify.com/insidegaming to take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/insidegaming. Ching. It makes that noise anytime you make a sale. It's fun. It's fun to hear the sales coming in. Ching.
It sounds like the people who don't want to pay for the Mortal Kombat skins are broke. Anyways, let's talk about some streamer drama.
Okay.
Let's talk about some streamer drama, everyone. I'm going to be honest. I'm tired of this. I read through everything. I am so tired of this. So on November 8th, Pokimane, aka one of the top femmes streaming on Twitch, tweeted, biggest announcement of my career next Monday, and it's a product launch focusing on wanting to send some to some up-and-coming creators.
Okay.
The following Monday, Poki released a product called Mina. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I tried to find pronunciations, but Mina, it's a healthy snack alternative cookie. Yes, this drama is all over cookies. All over cookies.
Cookie
it's
drama.
So
Something cookie crumbles.
So unserious. But there's one flavor to the cookies. It's called Midnight Mini Cookies. Ooh. But it's made with non-GMO ingredients and also contains vitamin D for, people who just don't go outside, I guess.
Yeah.
Or also
it
people who are
window.
deficient deficient? Yeah. People who are deficient in vitamin D, which there are a lot of us out there. The product is currently priced at $28 for 4 bags or 4 packs.
28 for 4 packs? How many cookies are in a pack?
I don't know. It's like about less than a pound. So when Poki does anything, there's always a controversy, and I'm just so annoyed. So here's a couple of things that people are talking about. First, people were claiming that Poki was repurposing another brand named Totsi, which had a similar pack of mini cookies, also named Midnight Mini Cookies. It also had non-GMO ingredients and vitamin D in it. But the difference between Mina and this is that Mina has more ingredients, non-GMO ingredients, and also more vitamin Ds or more nutrients and vitamins in it. So that wasn't enough for the trolls to, back off. A spokesperson also said that they've been working on the product for 2 years. So who's to say? And also, I love competition. So this is, hey, maybe products need competition.
Cookie comp.
We don't want a monopoly on the midnight mini cookies.
I know. World. I'm just saying, like, why is it? It's the name is sus. I'm not trying to get in here and cancel Pokimane for this. There's a lot of other things that maybe could be brought up, not these cookies. But I'm also just saying it kind of feels like she walked into the snack section, saw the midnight cookies, and went, I want to make my own.
In a stream, when the price of the cookies were brought up, Poki said, oh my God, $28 for cookies. It's 4 bags. It's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways, moving on.
That's what she said?
If you want to pay $8 for Twitter Blue for some pixels, that's okay. That's fine. You spend your money how you want. I'll spend mine how I want. And everyone else will spend theirs how they want. That's the beauty of having money, which Poki ate. Yeah.
We should point out that was a quote. Money. That was her saying that.
That was her saying that live on stream, on Twitch. Like responding to people addressing the trolls of like the price of the cost of the new cookie.
How dare you attack your community on the internet?
Here and there. So the internet got really pissed saying that Poki is ungrateful for her community. But Poki went on an apology tour recently and on Twitter saying that was a joke and also targeted to only one viewer, bringing up the price of the cookies. I understand that because I am someone who also does that to trolls that come into my chat. I've said worse. I've said don't be poor on my streams.
You said cookies?
I said cookies. I said don't be poor on my stream. I've said it on this stream too. But it gets a little tricky when I do it or when someone else does it. Because I know like my background, I know in terms of comedy, I've talked to my community and let them know, I'm someone who grew up low income. So like I make jokes about this.
Right.
I have set the ground for my community for me to make these jokes, calling them a
There's
whore.
There's an understanding.
There's an understanding.
It's not like your chat is leaving chat to be like, oh my God, Pokimane. That's what's happening in her sphere. And like, I get it. Like when you're a streamer of like that, like level, there's like a lot of like your community that you can't really understand or like control. It kind of has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
But even then there should be some sort of like stream culture, which I feel like is usually created.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I heard that. I've watched some of her streams. That sounded a little bit more like jaded than a joke, in my opinion.
Bottom line, this is all about cookies.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to pay $28 for cookies, hey, here's a fun thing that I've learned. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You really don't have to.
You could just not buy them.
Respectfully, stop being a snowflake. It's really not that hard.
Ooh, wow.
Talk to us.
God.
To be fair, that NRD in chat says, to be honest, for health-focused snacks, it's not that egregious. So, I mean, that makes sense. Like, if you're looking for
Go
healthy
to Whole
food,
Foods. You're going to see things that are $30.
So say Trader Joe's, forget about
Trader
it.
Joe's.
That is not a cheap. Like, I get it. This is not the new Oreo. I'm sorry your favorite streamer didn't make the next Chips Ahoy. This isn't for you, sweetie, and that's okay.
But yeah, that's the whole drama circling around cookies. Like, doesn't that sound so unserious that streamers are getting upset about cookies that aren't? And also to talk about marketing a little bit too, Poki's snack isn't marketing for streamers, isn't marketing for gamers. It's just a general use.
Yeah, it's just a cookie.
It's just a cookie for anyone. So yeah, that's what you're missing on Twitch right now.
Do you think Amaranth's gas station is like marketed towards streamers? And, like,
absolutely.
Community?
Yeah, you get if you're a tier 3 sub, you get a discount.
Nice. Well, thank you for that, Blizz. We appreciate it. Should we talk about some games coming out soon?
Yeah, some games coming out. Maybe some games that have dropped in the last week or so. Let's talk about it.
That sounds good. Let's start off. Immerse yourself in an action-packed cyberpunk universe where the fate of humanity itself hangs in the balance. It always seems to be hanging. The Morphs are preparing their final attack, determined to enslave every civilization in the solar system. Are you talking about Morph from Treasure Planet?
Maybe.
Morph is super cute. Morph would never try to take over the solar system. It's your mission to fight back in Flashback 2, hitting last week for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
Legendary ninjas reunite in the next exciting entry of the Storm series. Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection is an action fighting game with fast-paced ninja battles and 2 different story modes. Okay, Naruto and X Boruto? Okay, cool.
Naruto and Boruto.
Do you know what that is, Jack?
No.
Cool.
No, it sounds like Naruto is like the Transformers, and Boruto is like the or not the cheap ones, the battle bots or something.
That's his son. Okay, Naruto X Boruto
I don't get it.
Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch November 17th, 2023. So it's already out.
Do you say X or cross when you see that?
It's usually silent. Have you ever heard of Hunter x Hunter?
Well, I remember like Tekken Cross Street Fighter. That was the
Right.
thing.
Oh, I just say X, so you know that there's an
You're
X
right.
there.
I'm just also side note for this one. This game has come out like 6 times. So I'm just so surprised. And they keep seeming to find a way to evolve it and add 10 new characters. So if you like Naruto, maybe you should check this one out.
Well, speaking of games that have come out a crap load of times, Persona 5 Tactica. Join the Phantom Thieves as they lead an uprising of the heart. Assemble an all-star team of heroes and a brand new story in this thrilling combat adventure set in Persona's iconic universe. Persona 5 Tactica. It hit last week for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and 3DS.
Slay. Enter or revisit a world of whimsy with Mario on a quest to repair Star Road and defeat the troublemaking Smithy gang in Super Mario RPG. Team up with a party of unlikely allies. It's not really unlikely, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's an old-ass game, right?
It is, but it's like...
But it's new.
It's a new remake.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I guess it's technically unlikely. Like the monstrous Bowser, I don't see that as weird. And a mysterious doll named Gino in a story-rich RPG packed with laughs and quirky characters. Super Mario RPG coming to Switch November 17th, so it's already out.
It looks great.
I don't think that's unlikely. Bowser's been in the Mario universe, and he's worked with Bowser before, so...
They're buddies.
They're buddies at this point.
Yeah, at this point. And last but not least, hold on to your butts. The 8 and 16-bit era of Jurassic Park games has returned, commemorating 30 years of the iconic film and Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. Available tomorrow for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. I remember those games being hard as hell.
Yeah, not easy.
Yeah. There was I think the Super Nintendo game was really tough. That one right there. Yeah, it was a very tough game. So I'm excited to see this. Or maybe it was the Genesis game.
Well, it looks like it's a collection, though. So there's maybe all of them.
Yeah,
you know
I think they're all in there. But I think that's the Genesis one. That's sort of side-scrolling one.
I recognize the Raptor one as well.
Yeah,
like these they're
Raptor.
definitely like in some of the arcades I've been into too. So.
Oh damn! I'm gonna have to pick that up.
That's
all right.
good.
That's it for games this week, and that is it for Inside Gaming Roundup. Blizz, why don't you do the outro stuff since you say I do it all the time?
No, you're so good at it, Jack.
Well, why don't you do it?
So
that way you're not copying off my homework.
Thank you so much for watching Inside Gaming Roundup. If you want to come check us out, we stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 to 7 CST. And also, did you know that we are on podcasts right now? Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can listen to our Inside Gaming Roundup. I don't know if there's anything else happening this week.
Yeah, check us out. We got some merch as well on the Rooster Teeth
Cool.
store if you ever want to get some of that. Some new shirts coming, so be sure to stay tuned.
Also, check out InsideGaming.live. That's where our archives are from all of our live streams.
Yeah.
Did we mention the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
We might have.
YouTube.com/.
See you, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.